Harer Nama, Harer Nama eva kevalam, Kalo nasteva, 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 gatiranyata.
Yes, Mataji, please. Himangi, rather.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Bhanu Nandini,
Krishna.
Mataji, thank you so much for a wonderful class, Mataji. Thank you so much. As you
Thank
say, the taking shelter of Krishna is very important, right? But and you gave wonderful examples like a baby elephant and the citizens of this, how we are taking shelter of uh, the particular things at the particular times, because we are jivas already in the three gunas. So our shelters are continuously changing.
Exactly.
Sometimes we are taking shelter of food. If something favorite, my favorite is food is there available, I immediately look forward for that food. Or if my favorite person is in front of me, I look forward to take association of that person. So certainly our shelters are changing very frequently as per the circumstances. But definitely, as Prabhupada always says us, that we must take a shelter of Harinam. This the naam which he has given us, the Mahamantra which he has given us, is a perfect shelter for all of us, devotees, even non-devotees, to reach to Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Mataji, you very nicely explained that unless we become a devotee, we are not able to surpass this cycle of birth and death. Because before I feel, if I'll talk about myself, uh, this knowledge was not there before I come to this devotional life. To when before I attach to ISKCON, before I get the instructions from Srila Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj, my life was totally different. So that question was not at all there about birth and death. It was like a daily. It was like a make merry, and that was the life. But and in Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says that the Bhakti Yoga, after giving the instructions and information to Arjun about all the yogas, he will tell that only Bhakti Yoga is the process through which you can come to me. So very nicely explained, Mataji, those things. And always I saw the people are saying around that ignorance is bliss. But not always. The ignorance of this गुह्यतम ज्ञान जो भगवत गीता श्रीमद् भागवतम शास्त्र, those things they are giving us, if we ignore them, then our life will become hell, not a bliss. So now after studying the scriptures, we understand, at least I have started understanding that always that formula not work, that ignorance is bliss. Because this is a very important phase of our life, when we understanding now that, I mean, I am understanding now why this human body is given to me. So very nicely explained those things, Mataji. And at the last end, when you says that the follow the, if you want to do the, if you want to know the science of bhakti, simply follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, and follow the instructions and rules and regulations of the devotional life. Then only you can understand the science of bhakti. Thank you so much, Mataji, for the wonderful class, Mataji. That's only I want to share. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. It's only by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of Shri Guru, yeah, we will be able to speak, right? Like you rightly said, that people saying ignorance is a bliss. So Srila Prabhupada again, he said, who are the people so happy? Who are the happiest people in this world? The fools and devotees. The fools, yeah, they're happiest people in this world. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Himandi. Anyone else wants to add something or ask something, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mata. So
Hare
nice to hear from you with so much of uh, love and affection, and all the pastimes you shared about Srila Prabhupada. especially about the Joe Pine, how he was so arrogant and he was so insulting, but still, Prabhupada, for the sake of uh, spreading Krishna consciousness, he was even ready to meet him, and he defeated him by the mercy of Krishna, and that was a wonderful incident. Like you can see, like if a devotee is surrendered to Krishna, anything can be done. And there are points to connected were love and fearlessness. So if you see the love that gopis had, uh, it is all connected to fearlessness because they had love, and because of that fearlessness, because of that love, they used to go in the jungle at midnight. And when you were saying this, I remembered the pastime of Aghasura, the Gopa boys. Uh, Initially, they were unaware that this is some snake. They thought it's a cave. But later on, when the bad smell coming, they realized, oh, there is some gadbad over here. But they said, oh, don't worry, kana hai na, apna kana hai, he will take care. So much love they had for Krishna that they said, okay, I don't need to bother. Let us be fearless, and whatever happens, Krishna will take care. So that this whole point connecting love and fearlessness was wonderful. And same thing when we have love. I think currently we are not in a situation to love Krishna so much because still we are not at that level. But still we can do it with our spiritual master. Can have that love for our spiritual master, Vaishnavas, and devotees. And then when we do that, slowly, that love for Krishna will also be awakened, and we will progress into our Krishna consciousness also. So that surrender first should start from the spiritual master, devotees, and then automatically we'll go ahead into Krishna consciousness. So thank you, Mother. Thank you very much for this wonderful session. We hope to hear from you again. Expecting next session soon. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gopi Manohar Prabhu. Yeah, there is so many pastimes. Yeah, even that yesterday I was reading the Jiva Goswami's book, which is called Gopala Champu. He elaborately described the pastime of the how Pralamba, no? He was the demon Asura. He was killed by Lord Balaram. How he disguised in the form of the coward boy, yeah. And Krishna immediately noticed. So even Balaram looked at Krishna, and Krishna gave him sign, you just kill him, don't fear. So he hit with the fist into his head, such a huge black demon, Pralambasura. And he left his body, like, immediately. He gave up his body. And then this was said by the assistants of this Pralambasura, who was so much in grief that Pralamba was killed. They decided to set the fire in the forest. We all know that story. And the old boys and cows, they were all in the middle of the fire. But they did not have the fear, because they were always knowing Krishna is there. Our shelter is there. Our Savior is there. So they did not fear. They called Krishna, Krishna, just his name. So same way we have to also call Krishna with all sincerity. Krishna, Krishna, his name. And this is how we get love. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it says it is love of Shri Radhe, love of Shri Gopis, who was Shri Krishna. It is in that Mahamantra, that Prema Bhakti, the Prema in this Mahamantra. So if we chant, trying to escape the offenses, yeah. Fourth stage is a Nama Paratha, second stage Nama Bhasa. third stage of chanting, Shuddha chanting, right? Pure stage of chanting. So yeah, devotees is always they're trying to put all efforts how we can chant purely the holy name, because this is only key to obtain the love for Krishna, because this is love of Shiradi, and how we can get the prema bhakti. Yeah, actually, I want to tell this. If there is more time, can I tell a small story about myself?
Yeah, sure.
I just yesterday, my mom remembered that when I was 4 years old, my dad used to, he took me and my brother and sister to the river in our down in our town city. There is very like beautiful river, but the current of that river was so strong. So my father used to take us, and he used to always go to that place and wash his car. I was just 4 years old, so I went with my brother and sister. At that time, they were also kids, they were teenagers. It's only mother who always taking care of the child and always cautious of every step of their child. But my brother and sister, they were completely engaged in themselves. And I remember still I used to play with the lid of the bottle and taking from the river the water and keep on the ground, and again taking the water from the river, get from the ground. So like this, like this playing, I flipped. My head was very heavy. I still remember so clearly that scene. My head was very heavy, so I flipped into the river. I fall down. And for my surprise, like now I still remember it. I think maybe it is from inside Krishna was giving me that shelter in my heart, even though I was a kid. I was floating in the river, and I was like lying like this in the floor. I still remember looking the sky, and I was saying goodbye to all members of my family. I was saying goodbye, Papa, goodbye, my brother Talgat, goodbye, my sister Raushan. I'm not going to see you. And I was very surprisingly that I didn't scream, oh, help, I was like accepted, okay, I fell down, so I was flowing. But look at the Krishna's plan, how every second Krishna protects us. It is said, no, if Krishna wants to kill, no one can save you. If Krishna wants to save, no one can kill you. So, and that time, my dad, that particular second, my father desired to smoke. So he turned his head to take a cigarette and start smoking. And his thin dress, my dress was full water. That means I was inside of the water already drowned, but my dress was, but the car is so fast. If not that second, not as a Krishna, as a Paramatma in that moment, would guide my father, to turn to that side and take a cigarette and smoke. So he saw the dress, but he was a good swimmer. He jumped into the river like a meter, from the bank, from the edge, and he picked me up. So this is how Krishna saved me. And I always remember this story, that I realized that why should we fear that every second is under control of Shri Krishna. Every second of our life, not only our life, of all living entities. Yeah, we are not realizing how Krishna is so great. Every second of all living entities under control of Shri Krishna. So why do I need to fear? Yeah, what can I change in my life? What can I do in my life? That everything can be under his control. So this is my personal experience, which I started realizing, many years ago, and still thinking about it. because we know in our practical life there is many situations come and we again become frightened by the fear. What will happen tomorrow? How do I live? We forget immediately about Krishna. Hare Krishna.
We maintain that. Thank you. Yeah, obviously your classes are very good, Mata. So much of emotions, bhava, so much of love. It's so wonderful. Thank you. And we'll stop here and we'll meet soon, Mata. Hare Krishna, Dhanuk Pranam. Panchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधु एवच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय इस्कॉन गुरु वृंद की जय सभी उपस्थित भक्त वृंद की जय थैंक यू माता
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you to everyone. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
प्रणाम